totally forgot about a clip that we're going to do, and I'm going to put it in here right now. Okay. Hey, welcome back to the Dick and Night Show, rtvzone.com. There's a few things that we're going to be talking about tonight. Actually, a lot of things. There's been a lot going on in the house. It's actually a good episode tonight. Tonight, as my guest, we have Michelle Noonan.
Hey.
We have another Michelle Costa.
I look like Phantom of the Opera. I know.
Oh, and we just lost Natalie. I don't know where she went, but I'm sure that she'll be back. Natalie from the notorious season 9, the orgy stripper. Oh, and Parker from season 9. Were you involved in that orgy? And did you get breast milk squirted on you that season?
No, I think I got voted out before that happened.
Jiminy Christmas, I'm back. Okay.
Okay, and Natalie.
Jeez, sorry. Hey guys,
9.
what's up? Yeah, what's up?
So we got a lot to talk about. One thing I wanted to address that people were all nodded and butthurt about me saying that I didn't like Danielle's fake glasses on Twitter, and they're all like, "You're such an asshole. Can't you say anything nice about her?" Wah, wah, wah. I got one thing to say to all of you: suck my dick and go fuck yourself. Okay. So
yes.
Let's get on to. But I actually know why she had them, even though she has a pair of fake glasses, fake red ones. She got those from the food competition, which we'll get into in just a bit. I thought the funniest part of this entire episode was Rachel in bed crying hysterically. Was it just me?
That was pretty funny.
It wasn't just crying. It was almost wailing like somebody had died.
It was wailing, yeah.
I mean, I don't think I've cried like that unless somebody has actually died or going through divorce or something like that. I mean, you're going to see this guy in 3 fucking weeks. Give me a goddamn break. You can't do without his penis for that long?
Yeah.
All she has to do, she doesn't have Skype. She could go look at it. Zing! Parker's shaking his head. Don't act like you didn't see that shit, Parker.
Okay.
You work for TMZ. You work for TMZ, and that shit was all over TMZ. Parker's just happy that Molly didn't turn his public.
Who?
Molly.
Who the fuck is Molly?
Molly's the one that talked Brendan into jacking off on camera on Skyper baiting.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's just an idiot. So is his fiance.
I missed that one. That's one I didn't look up.
Oh, you missed that?
I missed it.
On. Even Julie Chen was talking about it on the talk.
I heard about it, but I didn't go look at it.
Well, I didn't go look at it either.
Yeah. A little traumatizing.
I don't need to see Brendan's penis, thank you very much.
Me neither. I'll leave that for Rachel.
I want to go to the first clip since we're kind of, this is a whole new cast here with me, and I want to kind of make everybody feel at home, and we've been talking about Rachel, so let's roll that first clip, my favorite clip that you're going to be seeing over and over and over this season.
Oh, yeah.
I love this clip.
How many are y'all doing?
33? Like 1 mile.
Yes!
And boom goes the dynamite.
Going? Yeah.
And my favorite part is that her head goes right into Jeff's crotch. So that was typical Rachel. I mean, we've talked about this last time, but really, all you guys have been in the house. You've all seen people doing laps in the backyard. Who in the fuck runs over the deck in the middle of everybody's conversation to do laps in the backyard?
From the wall.
Or you run in a circle around in the grass. You don't run over the deck. It's like, look at me. I have to be the center of everything.
Jiminy Christmas!
Oh, hey, Jiminy Cricket again.
I don't know where I keep disappearing to, guys. My computer keeps wanting to turn off.
Aww.
You hate that? I think you need to play with your mouse while you're doing this then.
Maybe, that's it. I'm going to do that. I'm going to be playing with my mouse.
Now, what do you guys think about Jeff being the cheerleader of the Vets Alliance here? He goes up to Rachel. Rachel's a fucking disaster, and he's like, go team, go team. You could get it together. Just tell them to go fuck themselves. Blah, 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 blah. On and on and on. Jeff is the cheerleader of that Vets Alliance. I mean,
I like that, man. I get so sick of the whining and the complaining. You know what? A true competitor fucking goes out there and gets it and wins and doesn't let their struggles or their hurdles knock them down. You get your ass up like a boxer does in 10 seconds or you fucking lose.
But that's Rachel's MO, is what she does is she's like queen of the fucking Big Brother palace when she wins HOH, and then she's like a fucking disastrous mess anytime she is in HOH, and she wonders why her ass is on the block and people are after her every fucking week.
If you're going to dish it out,
a big mystery. Exactly.
If you're going to dish it out, fucking take it. Bitch, you treat people totally worse than people treat you. Part of the game is going on the block. Take it.
That's right.
Take a penis.
You got.
That's right. Take it like you take Brandon's, you know what, or Brendan's, you know what. Jiminy Christmas.
Brenda, Brandon, whatever.
Oh God.
No, she's got the Brenda going on.
Brenda.
Michelle is whipping out the Brenda.
Brenda, I love that.
Because he is Brenda. He's a pussy.
Did you start that, Parker? Somebody started out rolling, laughing.
Nah,
I didn't start it. I'm just continuing it.
Yeah.
Somebody starts everything, and we end up carrying it on, and then because more people listen to what with the Twitter and Facebook and all these followers and stuff, they're like, "Oh, that was a good one. That was very clever of you." I started calling Kalia the Hut, and I picked up
Kalia the Hut.
That's awesome.
I love that picture.
That is a good one.
Facebook of her in the bathtub.
How do you like the fact that the vets are so motherfucking sure that anybody that leaves, another vet one of them is coming back. It's not going to be anybody else. It's going to be a vet. Yeah. And we're going to be after you.
Yeah, Jeff is like the main one with that. He's like,
if
I leave, I'm coming back. I'm coming back, and I'm coming after you.
Because they all think that the producers love them so much that they're going to come down from the heavens and serve them back in the house. It's just like, get off your cocky little throne.
No, absolutely. They all think that they're coming back, and even Jordan is up on that high horse now, telling Kalia that one of us is coming back, and you're putting two good competitors out, and one of them's going to come back, and we're going to be after you. Well, Jordan, you're not a good competitor, number one.
Yeah.
Jeff is only one. This is a spoiler show. God damn it, Natalie, interrupt. This isn't
I'm so freaking sorry. Damn it, Jim. I keep fucking playing with my mouse. Damn it. Maybe I should play with my beaver.
Hey.
Shit. Excuse my French.
She's talking about the Oregon Beavers.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Jordan, though. Let's talk about Jordan. Jordan.
She's gone again.
Jordan's grown some ovaries this season, though. Seriously, I kind of like the season 13 Jordan than I do the season 11 Jordan.
Well, the season 13 Jordan is actually put in a spot where she really is a target, and she's realizing this season she actually understands the game, and this season she's actually put in the position where she really has to kind of play. And this week, to me, is the first week that I've seen her show emotion, get upset, and come and talk shit to somebody when she was talking to Kalia. This is the first time ever in 2 seasons. But even though she's back. And even though a lot of the talk comes directly from Jeff, that she's basically just parroting what he's saying, she is finally understanding it. Where the season 11 Jordan, I felt like she ate 20 pounds of cookie dough, put it right directly onto her ass, and she woke up in the final 3. I mean, that's the way I felt about that season, Jordan. Come on, Michelle, you've been kind of... Go ahead.
What I have to say about the whole situation, I think that it wasn't... Jordan.
I think so.
If Jordan timing was bad, I mean, for her to speak up finally, I just don't think it was a good idea to speak to Kalia at that moment before she picks nominations. For me, I just thought it wasn't the right time to stand up, but I'm proud to see her standing up finally and playing this game. She actually makes some sense sometimes. I'm like, wow. And, she did with that HOH, but she got help. She didn't win that HOH show.
No, that was given to her just like the other HOH in season 10 was given to her. The only thing that she won outright was competing against Natalie and competing against Kevin.
Yeah.
Really. And I don't think that she competed against both of them at the same time. It was a competition against one person, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was in the final 3. It was the final 3 HOH. But wait, I think the endurance competition was a 3-way. And did she win that one?
No, Kevin did.
Okay, so she didn't win that, so she did only compete against one person each of those times. So, okay, just relax. It's all right.
No, it's
Take a
good.
deep breath.
I used a different browser this time.
Oh,
Okay.
maybe that'll help.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't see. Oh, there you are. I thought you were already gone.
Oh, there
Okay,
you go.
okay, I want to say this, and I want to let everybody know how I feel about this. I am not a big fan of the twist, number one. Number two, I can't stand when they bring someone back into the game. People are saying, who deserves to come back? None of them deserve to come back. They got voted out. They got voted out for a reason, and I can't stand when people end up coming back and getting a second shot when they've been voted out already. If I get somebody out, I want those motherfuckers out. Period.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, who do you want to see win this the CBS vote and get an opportunity to go against whoever gets evicted this week? Michelle Costas, go.
Okay, well.
And tell me why.
I'm going, I'm a little tottering over here between two people.
Who did you vote for?
Cassie and Dominic. Well, I actually voted for Dominic. I wanted Cassie to go back, but then I really thought about it. I really think Danny needs somebody on her side. So I'm thinking Donna in there would be best for her. Can she flip Cassie? I think she could. But also everybody else could get in her ear as well. About Shelly being the one that voted. And maybe just like them, voting her out quick, Danny could be like, hey, come on my side. But I think for the best thing for Danny would be Dominic, 100%.
I think Cassie will go directly to Shelly because they got really close that last week before she got voted out. They had their little sob crying and this and that, and I'm your best friend, and, I'm so sorry, and blah, 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 and all this other bullshit. But I think that she'll go running to Shelly, and Shelly is part of the Jeff and Jordan alliance. So anyhow, Parker, what do you think? Who did you vote for and why?
I voted for Dominic, just the same reason, just because I think he would be a great asset for Danielle. Cassie, she would definitely go back to Shelly. Regardless of what the situation is, she would go back to Shelly in a heartbeat. And we all know Shelly's a fucking liar. So Dominic for sure.
Now, the argument against Dominic is, I didn't like Danielle's game with Dominic in there. All she did was lay in bed and grab ass. And Dominic threw the veto, and he doesn't deserve it because he threw the veto. Danielle's doing fine in the house. My reaction always is, Danielle's doing fine. Look at her motherfucking alliance. She has LaJuan and Kalia. You telling me that she doesn't need help? Come on.
That girl.
So, Natalie, before you leave the room again, who did you vote for and why?
Okay, I'll tell you why. I voted for Cassie because, one, she got backdoored. She didn't get a chance to play in the veto. Two, Dom, I like Dominique, but you know what? He got a chance to fight for the veto, and he freaking threw it. So, and I think Danny's strong enough to win on her own. I do, Dick. I think she deserves more credit. I think she's strong. I think she's taking risks, and I like her. I think she's going to go all the way. I think she's going to be in final two with one of them, like Adam or LaJuan. Probably. But I don't think she needs help. I think she can do it all by herself. She's got you in her, Dick. It's
going to be a tough go. I had a decent alliance throughout my season. You did. Even when my alliance flipped against me, I just gathered up everybody else, which Danny is making the mistake. I truly believe she's taking Kalia and LaJuan, and she's kind of dismissing Porsha. She's kind of dismissing Adam, and those two are votes. And I think that what's going to happen is one vote is going to come down to that bacon-eating jackass Adam. And he's going to have all the power in the house because it's going to end up being a tie both ways. And then this motherfucker's going to decide who goes. And I can't stand, because I see it on Survivor all the time. I've seen it on Big Brother, when somebody that's so worthless has all the power in the house. And I could see this season being a season like season 11 was, where all the players take each other out because someone flipped on their lines too early, and the floaters are left, and the weak players are left, and that's what you have at the end, and you're going to have a shitty winner. And God, I hope it's not a LaJuan or an Adam or somebody like that. Who didn't we get to?
Me.
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Yes.
Shut down.
No, it's okay. I was voting for Dom too, obviously, because I've been Team Danny. But also, if he goes back in the house, I think we want someone that's a huge target, because again, the people that deserve to win are the people that weren't evicted the first, weren't evicted already, So I would rather him go in and then either him leave that week or next week, whatever. As a big male, they want him out of the house, so.
One of the things that I don't like about this twist, I think that they should have done this last week, to be honest with you, because the person that wins and gets to come back in, if the house guests didn't want these motherfuckers in there, they could vote them right back out and they wouldn't be on jury. Now, whoever goes back in is guaranteed a jury spot and all the way to the end. And for argument's sake, it's not going to be Kevin. Or Keith, sorry.
Yeah, they called him Kevin.
It won't be Keith,
but the whole time.
Well, the thing is, in all, if he was really liked and he went out first, he would have the opportunity. And this motherfucker hasn't been in the game. I was in the game almost as long as he was. Really, and he doesn't deserve a jury spot. I don't like the fact that these people are guaranteed jury all the way to the end. Mm-hmm. Okay,
I really hope Brendan doesn't get it though.
Yeah.
I honestly, I think the vote is going to be between Cassie and Dominic.
Dom, that's what I think. Yeah.
And I think it's going to be pretty close.
Get it because I don't want Rachel to be happy in sequester.
Well, here's the thing too: is a lot of the fans look and they go, "Well, I'm going to vote for Brendan only because I want to see Brendan compete against Rachel when she gets evicted this week, and so they have to compete against each other." And that will be dramatic. It's going to be like 10 fucking questions. How goddamn dramatic is it?
Against my fiance.
So you're going to see her cry again. Haven't we seen her cry 500 fucking times already? And haven't we've seen them both fake cry 100 times already?
I can't anymore. No.
We will get you squared away before the next one, Natalie.
I swear to God, it says call dropped by operator. Call has been dropped by operator.
Oh, are you on dial-up?
Operator!
Are you on dial-up?
Is that me? No, hell no.
Oh, I
not
don't know what you're
dial-up.
talking about.
I don't know. It just says call has been dropped by the operator. I'm like, who the fuck is the operator?
You better get to your switchboard.
You look like one of those old school switchboard ladies.
Exactly. I don't know. Shoot.
Okay, so let's move on. We know who's on the block, Rachel and Jeff. And we all know, spoiler, we all know who won the veto, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, we all know that Jeff won the veto. We all know that Jeff is going to use the veto to take himself off. What the hell happened to you, Parker? And so who do you think should go on as a replacement and why? Let me answer this first because I didn't even answer my own question last time. I believe it should be Jordan. I don't think that there's any other choice, to be honest with you. She's part of that alliance and you break up Jeff and Jordan. And I think that Jordan should go home. I think that they should swing it, and I think that they should backdoor her, and I think she should go home. That way, Jeff and Jordan, they're broken up. Rachel and Brendan are broken up. All the couples at this point will be done, and it's going to make more of a flat playing surface where they all have to really compete and really fight at this point, instead of like basically these two people playing as one with two votes, Jeff and Jordan, Brenchel, and all that.
Yeah,
so let's
go.
go.
To do that?
Well, go ahead, Michelle. Do they have the balls to vote Jordan out?
Yeah.
No, they don't.
Scared at this point.
But is it?
I don't think they would. I think it's a great idea. I think that Jordan should go up. Absolutely. But do I think that they're smart enough to think logically like that, Nick? Absolutely not. They would not think like that.
I think that everybody is, again, letting Jordan slide by because she's cute and she's sweet and she's not a threat because she can't win a goddamn thing. And they better start looking at her as more of a threat because of what happened in her season with winning. Because this is like all unfolding again, and now would be the time to get rid of them. I know that they're afraid of Rachel, but I say this, and I said this about Jen in my season. Look at how much stuff Rachel won. Well, what did Rachel win in her season? Like 2 HOHs and a POV because she was gone so early?
Yeah.
What has she won in this season? She's won 2 HOHs and a POV. Let me remind everyone that the first HOH was given to her by me and Danielle. And I guarantee you, and I told her I could have stayed up there for like another 45 minutes, whatever. And I'm not saying that she wouldn't have won, but we gave it to her. The POV that she won, every other motherfucker in that POV threw the POV. If you remember, that was the one with Porsha and Keith and Jeff and Jordan doing a puzzle. Jordan doing a puzzle. Okay, so
like the one in like
yeah, exactly.
The one
like
that
angel thing.
we wouldn't.
Exactly,
Angel thing,
it's exactly the same. So. And there she goes again. I like that she comes in and she gets 2 cents in and then she's gone.
Yeah.
But So who do you think should be the replacement nominee, and why do you think Parker?
I think that, Jordan should be the replacement nominee. Regardless of what Kalia said, so what? She should definitely be the replacement nominee, just because as long as Jeff and Jordan are together, like, Jeff will carry Jordan all the way to the end. I mean, it's a proven fact. It's done it before, you know?
Yeah.
So I really do think that she needs to go.
Michelle
Like
Noonan.
Natalie.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, you already got Jeff and Jordan mad at you because you put up Jeff. So, I mean, there's not going to be any more damage by putting Jordan on the block. And, I mean, really, one of the bets has to go. And I'd rather it be Jordan because, again, like, I saw it on my season. You just keep letting this girl be the pawn, till final 3 inches. And again, why would you let a winner stay? Like, I would get her out first, you know, because I'm sorry, a winner is more threatening than someone that wins comps, or someone that does this, that, whatever. She has a charm to stay in the house. Get her the hell out.
Well, they all think that that they'll be able to drag her along and get her out at the end, but you know what happened last time was everybody took each other out, and there wasn't anybody left. So, Parker, you need to turn your sound up. I'm looking at the Twitter chat.
Turn my sound up.
Has everybody had a chance to chime in on that last question?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go to, I have a couple of pictures here. Adam before and after the shaving the beard.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you like that? He
That's
shaved
really
his beard, and this is what he reminds me of. The next picture, please. Uncle Fester from the Addams Family.
Oh my gosh. When you
I was gonna say he looked like
beer looking.
Yeah, he looked like Farmer John. In the next picture, he looked like a serial killer.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I guess he was like, you know, looking even scarier, so they'll want to evict him. We're like, we'll get the creepy guy out.
Yeah, he looks like he's driving
What?
a van.
I think he should have I think he should have worried about shaving his back a little bit more than he did shaving his face. Let me tell you, the first or second night when I was in the house, Adam is laying there with like a blanket over his crotch, and he's like, he looked like a fucking bear, big hairy bear. And I like get up on his bed, and I'm like, dude, you better have some fucking pants on under that. He's like, oh yeah! I'm like, oh, thank God. Last thing I want to do is wake up looking at your penis or something.
Oh gosh.
Or he could be thinking about Tori Spelling.
Well, exactly. I don't want to see him pitching a tent on there either.
No.
Okay, we do have a power rankings and odds from Andrew, the what the hell was his name? The Captain Kosher from season 12. Are we ready for that?
Yeah.
Woo!
I can see him, but I can't hear him.
Now they do for Big Brother 13. We're down to 9 Houseguests. This is Coach Free Trail with Andrew, and we're going to go straight into it. Again, the odds change. This is just for fun. Okay, so the worst odds of who do you think is going to win it? I've got Adam at 30-1. I think Adam is enjoying himself. He wants to make it as far as he can. I don't think he has a strategy except to help anybody and everybody just get to the next week. And if he makes it to the end, whoever he's up against, he's going to win, even if it's against Jordan. And the next tough one I have is the Juan at 20-1. I think he has decided to pick a side. He knows he's with Danny. He knows with Kalia, so at least he's done something. It's a possibility he may be up against Jordan at the end, and people may go with Luan because of the two. Which of the worst do you prefer? So Luan at 20-1 still. They're not going to make it to the end. 3, we've got Porsha at 17-1. I think she's now playing size. She's really starting to do things, talk to people. So at 17-1, but I don't know if she could make it far. Sooner or later, someone's going to start putting her up and can't stand her, realizing she's playing maybe both sides. We have Rachel at 4-1. The reason is because if she can survive this week, she can last a little longer than the other 3 at 15-1 to odds. Rachel, possibility coming back in. If she does come back in, she again has another chance of doing it. The 5th one I have is Kalia at 12-1. The reason is Kalia is now really put a target on her head compared to the other people in the house. 2 sides of fighting. Danny's doing great to protect herself by having people behind her. However, I think Kalia would be the one if put up against Danny. Danny can save herself, and Kalia would probably be the one to fall out of the house. So at a 12-1. I have the next one. It's the 6th place is Danny. who's moved down. She has played her cards early. She's surviving. She's getting people to join. She's the Pied Piper, leading the people on. And I'm proud of her that she's staying in the game. And of course, she's got someone else going out of the game this week. But with her going back in, you never know what can happen. And if anybody from the other side of the veteran Houseguest goes up, they're going to put Danny, so it's possible they're getting out. So her, she's at 10-1. I have Jeff and Jordan and Shelly, the last three. I feel they do have a big alliance protecting themselves. Jeff this week did protect himself, and based on that, I'm going to go at 8-1 odds. Then Jordan at 6-1 odds, with Shelly being the favorite at 3-1 odds. The reason is, I think people know that Shelly's playing a good game in the sense of being nice and saying what she can, and they're going to try to put her up sooner or later, but it's going to be too late for that. And Jeff and Jordan, and those three are tight together. They're definitely going to protect each other. So Shelly, I have at 3-1. Jordan against Shelly. Everybody would pick Shelly to win it. If Jeff was against Shelly, that would be an interesting, just to see how they got to the end. That would be a great final two. If Danny and Kalia can make it as far as they can and get two people following them, possibly Adam and Porsha, that can be. So this house is still up for grabs, depending who wins the next 2 weeks. Odds change from week to week, which is why, again, Danny goes from one high to one low. Shelly can still be at the low just because nobody's really said bad things except they realize she's playing a good game. If Danny wins next week, it's a possibility that Shelly could go up. It's always about whether Shelly and Jeff, maybe and then Shelly would be the one to go out. So that's the way it goes for those odds. After that, coming into the house, who do we have odds coming back into the house officially? Not who America's going to vote, but who do I think is coming back in? Well, I think Rachel at 3-1 is the favorite. I think she can be leaving this house and win up against whoever she's up against. Very 3-1, even 2-1 possibly. She's a favorite to go back in. Not that we want her as a favorite. I think that she just may win it, and America and CBS will want her to go back in. Then there's Dominique at 4-1. Brendan at 5-1. The reason is Brendan, if Brendan comes back in, being voted back in, which is not a possibility probably, but if he is and he's up against Rachel, he's going to let Rachel win and Rachel go back into the house. Dominique at 4-1. Brendan at 5-1. Cassie at 6-1. Possibly the man will vote for her that got in. But other than that, I think Keith and Adam are the possibility, because Adam may leave this week, but he's not going to go back in at 15-1, and Keith for sure not, as the longest odds at 20-1, possibly even 100-1. So here's another prop bet I got. Tell me what you think in a sense of the next BB twist that CBS will want to put into the house. Odds are the worst possibility, the coup d'etat at 15-1. It was used once already for Jeff. They're not going to do it again, so that's why it's a 15-1 odds. The next possibility twist, the saboteur, used in our grateful season twice, blew up in their faces on my mind, so I think at 10-1, they're also not a good possibility. At 6-1, I got the Diamond Power Veto, the Matt play, the crazy Kathy go up on the block play, and Matt, you're the brilliant Mensa person. So that's at 6-1. They possibly can use that again, or some variation of a veto change. We have the next possibility twist, America's player. They used that, I think, for Dan, another player in the season, I think of Danny's season. America's player 4-1, and the possibility, the most favorite I think they're going to use again is Pandora's box within the next few weeks at 2-1 odds is the most favorite BB twist. After that, another prop bet. What's the next HOH competition? What do you think? Is it going to be endurance, question, puzzle, a buzzer beater? Either of those, the odds on favorite for that is, I think, endurance for the next one. And then questions at 4-1, puzzle at buzzer at 6-1, and puzzle at 8-1. Other than that, you know what? Each week I'll try to do what I can, saying who's going to say what. It all changes from week to week. I appreciate it. Back to you, Evil Dick, and I appreciate the time. You're always great. And it was good to see you this week on the show.
Oh, why, thank you. Thank you, Andrew. And I love your stylish yarmulke this week. It's not the old dirty leather one that smells like a horse's ass. I was hanging out with him one time, and, we were playing, anyhow. Okay, so going on from the power rankings, and Natalie's back. I'm going to ask this to Natalie before she leaves again.
Seriously.
Is Shelly really trying to know Kalia, asking about her discrimination and this and that, or is she just kissing the HOH's ass?
She's just kissing the HOH's ass, big time, man. Shelly kisses everybody's ass in that house. She's like the game of telephone. Her and Porsha are the two that are spreading shit around the house.
She's worse.
She is worse. Oh, yeah. I mean, she's just a nightmare. I thought I was going to like her, but she's just like, you can't tell her anything.
Okay, here's my question to everyone. How long until Shelly's game blows up in her face and people start comparing notes and finding out she's lying about everything? How long do you think, Natalie?
A week or two, max.
How long do you
soon.
think, Michelle Costa?
She actually reminds me of Jerry from my season. If they don't catch her soon, she's gonna coast just like Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
And this time she might make it to the end. But you know what? I think Shelly is again about to blow up in her face real soon. I hope so. Actually, I really do. Time for people to start calling her out.
Parker?
I give her 3 weeks tops.
Wow, really that long? And Noonan?
I mean, I don't think her game's going to blow up. And also, as the older woman that's not really winning any comps, like, I feel like she will be like the Jerry. That'll be dragged along to maybe the final 3. But if people start putting 2 and 2 together, especially in the jury house, I don't think she'll get, the vote to win whatsoever if she makes it that far.
No, I think that it's going to blow up in her face. I think that people are starting to notice it already. There was a scene from, I think it was the last episode when Shelly came into the HOH. And I think it was Danny's HOH, and she left, and Danny goes, she's totally sketchy, or, some kind of comment like that. And I've been seeing it on the feeds a lot. Okay, let's go on to Jordan. Okay, on the show tonight, they showed Jordan crying and all upset because she lost the competition, and the other 3 have to be a have-not. Where I watched on the feeds, and Jordan was crying and all upset because she was a have-not. And she was very upset and very pissed off. She didn't want to take cold showers. She didn't want to have to eat slop and all this other stuff. Do you want to talk about a fucking edit? I mean, really. She said that one time in the diary room, but they left out all of the rest of it where she was upset for herself. And I thought that was really kind of shitty. They got Jordan's little halo going on around her head.
She's America's sweetheart. That's what she is, and they want to make sure that they keep that, perception of her, consistent. So that's exactly why they edited it the way they did. Same thing with Jeff. They want to keep them as pure as they can.
Well, that's why they didn't put any of the homophobic rants on last time he was on, nor this time he was on. I saw that face you made, Michelle Costa.
Well, no, I mean, gosh, the live feeders and everybody that's on the internet, they know about it, but the regular people that just watch it on CBS and they don't know what goes on with the Big Brother world and the internet, I mean, they see a totally different, well, actually, I don't think what they're showing is anything but non-American sweethearts, but what do I know, I'm not.
No, but it's true. I was like, when I saw that and I saw her crying, I'm like, oh my God. They're actually going to show her being upset about her losing a competition, and they didn't show that. They showed it as if she was upset that she put everyone else on, which was total bullshit. That was a secondary thought. Let's stay on Jordan here for a minute. Jordan complaining about people doing nothing. She was like, these people are just floating through. They're not doing a damn thing. Blah, 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 blah. Can someone please tell me what the fuck Jordan has done up until this point?
I can't tell you she's done anything so far.
She actually a lot. I mean,
she's a floater too. She is a floater. She clings to Jeff's back. Jeff does all the dirty work.
She's not a floater. What a floater is someone that floats from HOH to HOH and just kisses their ass. Whatever the HOH, whoever the HOH is, like a Zach in my season, like Adam's doing, like Shelly's doing. Even though she's in with Jeff and Jordan, she went over and pledged her allegiance to, hey, how about we start an alliance together, which was totally full of shit. This is another reason that Shelly's going to be outed soon. But Jordan complaining and bitching and moaning that nobody does anything, and I just don't get it, I think that Rachel starts all this bullshit about floaters, and, I don't know. It's, I'm just not getting it. Anyhow, let's go to my favorite Rachel clip one more time.
I feel like I gotta
How
dance.
many are y'all doing?
33? Like 1 mile.
It's like 100 miles.
We're done.
Awesome. I just have to keep playing that because I love it so much.
She did go flying right into Jeff's crotch, didn't she?
I know she did.
That would have been,
I was very surprised. I was waiting for the head first into his crotch. Okay, Kalia, we were talking about good edits. Kalia's actually getting a decent edit because if you are watching the feeds, she is annoying the living fuck out of everyone watching the feeds because this woman will not shut the fuck up, nor will she ever stop eating. And how they're even getting clips for the show without her eating is beyond my understanding. But no, she is getting a very good edit. She's coming off like pretty, I'm not saying that she's not intelligent because she is a smart girl, but she like seriously never shuts the fuck up. And on the show, she doesn't look like she's coming off like that at all. I mean, really, I don't even know how they're finding clips of her not like just going off on rants. Am I wrong?
I don't know how they're not doing that either because she goes off on a lot of rants with a lot of food in her mouth all the time. Non-stop, all the time. And everybody watching the feeds is just like so tired of it. Well, yeah, and then they only give you 2 cameras to look at, and it's either Rachel and Brendan or just Rachel, and then it's Kalia. It's like, well, fuck! Can I get a different view, please?
I like when they have all 4 cameras on the feeds, and 2 of them are the same.
Right.
Camera 1 and camera 3 are the same, and then camera 2 and camera 4 are the same. But it's all in the same room, just with a different angle.
Different angle, yeah.
Yeah, it's just very, very annoying and very shitty. And I'm not a big fan of Superpass anyway. Superpass can suck my dick. Yes, I said it. Fuck you, Superpass. Okay, who's in the best position in the house? Who's playing the best game? Oh, everybody's running away now.
I'm still there.
Oh, and here comes back Parker. Okay, everybody's coming back.
Everybody left, huh?
Okay.
Sorry.
Everybody's coming back now.
Everybody disappeared.
Put your headphones on, Parker, and I'm going to ask this question.
I had to let that dog out.
Okay, who's playing the best game? Michelle Costa.
Gosh. I mean, I think Danny is playing the best game right now. Even though she did show her cards too early, I really think she had to. She was the 5th wheel on that big alliance, so she had to figure out what she was going to do. She needed some people on the other side. Because it seems like right now, if she was on the bed side, they're not winning shit. So it's kind of good that she jumped ship when she did, I guess you could say. But I think it really is going to be down to who gets evicted this week, and the next couple of weeks is going to be huge, I think. It's going to be actually game-changing. I think it's going to show who's going to make it far and who's not, unfortunately. And I hope Danny just sticks it out.
No, all I have to say is thank God there was a power shift. I don't think that Danny's gameplay was, I already said it, I didn't think it was great. I thought it was too early. I think that she kind of fucked the game in a lot of different ways. And if I was in there, I would have stuck with the Alliance at least until this point right now.
Yeah.
And this point right now, Kalia, you got her on the spot. That's when you get in her ear, and that's when you get her to put, a Jeff and a Rachel up and, separate the couples. But besides that, Parker, who do you think's playing the best game? Wait, let me get Natalie first before she leaves.
Seriously,
Natalie.
I think Jeff so far, only because he's, he's winning competitions. I think he's a good social game. He's not afraid to tell you what he thinks to your face, and that's why I think him. And then I think your daughter. The only mistake I think about Danielle was,
Oh boy.
Parker, who's playing the best game?
I do think Danielle's playing the best game, regardless of her mistake that she made. I do think that she can recover from that because once Dominic gets back in the house, the focus is going to be on him. So that'll buy her some extra time. People are going to be pissed off at Kalia, so they're going to want to get her out too. So I kind of think Danielle might be able to, pull a fast one.
See, I still am saying, and I still think that Danielle is the leader of the odd bunch over on the other side. And if they were smart, just from gameplay perspective, they would get rid of Danielle, and the rest of the whole thing would fall apart, and the Bucks could walk into the end. That would be the smart play from the other side. From their side, I think the smart play is get rid of Jordan this week, and get rid of Jeff the week after, and Rachel. So who gives a fuck if she wins one more HOH?
She's an emotional mess. She won't make it to the end.
If I was in there, I would fuck with her before competitions so hard she
sure.
wouldn't even know which way was up, which way was down. She would be crying and she'd be hiding in the fucking bushes during the competition.
I was so looking forward to that. Damn it.
So was I. And I'm sorry to let everyone down. Okay, we're gonna. What time is it? 8:06. All right, a couple more questions here, and then we're gonna move to video mailbag. Shelly's key was pulled last out of the fucking the nomination key thing. Was Kalia sending her a message? Noonan.
I mean, the order that you put the keys in is really important, you know?
They even tell you that.
You know?
Production tells you.
But I mean, oh my God, when you want to piss someone off, you know, that's what you do. You put that key in last, you make them fucking sweat, and you make them, you know, thank to the Lord that they at least got it, but they know where they stand.
But aren't you kind of letting them know that your ass might be on the block if there's a veto played?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, things change. No, but I mean, that's
Absolutely.
what you think at the time. But then, you know, shit happens in the house within like 1 or 2 days, and then that person is not who you were thinking.
But that's the message that you're sending.
Yeah.
Is you better watch your ass because you might be next, bitch. Okay. How full of shit is Jeff when he said he was going to be targeting the floaters, not coming after Danielle or Kalia if he was HOH? When just the week before, he was saying, Danny's out next, and Kalia, you're the one out after that. Now they're supposed to buy this bullshit that he was going to go after the floaters, and of course Jordan's just like parroting that, you know, it's the parrot on his shoulder. We were going to go after the floaters. I mean, does everybody agree that he's completely, utterly full of shit and a bad liar?
Yeah, that's full of shit.
Yeah.
Total BS. I mean, I just...
Okay, here's one thing that always gets me. It got me in my season when Danielle pulled this shit, and it's getting me this season because Danielle pulled this shit again, and now she has Kalia pulling this shit. I'm putting you on the block, but you're not the target. The HOH doesn't have a motherfucking vote. It doesn't matter who your goddamn target is. You're putting 2 people up. They're going to vote out who the fuck they want. You can campaign and try to get people out, but in the final tally of stuff, you don't even have a motherfucking vote. So them promising people that, no, don't worry, you're safe. How many times do the pawns go home? The pawn goes home in this game.
Yeah.
And promising people like that, even when Danielle did it to Kale went home that week. And I have my fingers crossed that Jordan will be going home this week because she's not the target. She's only the pawn. So, I mean, how ridiculous is the statement that they keep uttering of, you know, you're not the target, we're not after you. Did this happen in your season, Noonan?
Yeah, and in fact, I actually was one of those people that said that because I went and said, oh, Natalie, you're not the target. But actually, I really want Natalie to go home. But I mean, that's what I said. But it doesn't even matter, like, because the house decides or the veto decides, you know.
Right.
It's just saying it at that point doesn't mean shit.
One of the things that kills me is when after the veto is played and after the replacement is up, you have these people that are HOH that still think they're queen for a day, that people should be doing this. And it's like, fuck you. You have no power. You got a goddamn bed. Shut the fuck up and go into your bedroom and leave me alone. Your power play is done for this week, and you don't even have a chance to play next week. So go fuck yourself. You better get ready to get your ass on the block. I think that Kalia and Danny are in deep shit next week if one of the vets or Shelly or maybe even Porsha wins the HOH next week. What side's Porsha on?
All of them. She's everywhere.
Yeah.
She's all over the place.
Who do you really believe that she's loyal to? Wow, nobody has an answer.
That's a good question, Dick.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Wow, nobody knows.
Maybe Adam? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a good one. I don't think she's loyal to anybody but herself.
I think she's loyal to Rachel.
Yeah.
And I think Rachel being in with Jeff and Jordan, that she's kind of on a skirt player in that alliance. But she doesn't, because she's like only got her toe in the pool and isn't like really committed, that she's the most expendable out of that whole group. Where Jeff and Jordan are looking at it as Jeff, Jordan, and Shelly, which Brendan and Rachel were idiots for not seeing that, but they had their own third with Porsha, and that's what I'm kind of seeing.
Yeah, Jeff and Jordan are all about the Three's Company alliance. They always have like the third wheel. Like
well, I have a feeling that their third wheel is going to be cut down to 2 very soon. If it's not this week, it's going to be within a couple weeks. Even if their side wins HOH the next week, it goes. The next time it goes back to the newbies plus Danny. One of them is gone. One of them is gone for sure. Let's go to video mailbag. We're getting kind of late here. Roll.
Hello, Dick at Night. Thank you for selecting my video mail again. I really do appreciate it. Keeping with this week's festivities, I come to you wearing 100% trash bag design, courtesy of the Brenchel collection. It even comes with the classic aluminum foil trim Rachel had on her big wedding day. To make an order, contact Brendan on Skype.
Yes!
My question today has to do with the Big Brother psychiatrist. Is there always a doctor on standby on every season, or was Dr. Zach specifically hired for Big Brother season 13? Because clearly the madness is everywhere on CBS Big Brother. Just this past Thursday, I found this very creative way to spell America on CBS.com under America's Vote. What the hell is going on? Do they need to hire another psychiatrist? Thank you, guys.
Another video mailbag from one of my favorite fans. She rocks, she rocks, she rocks. And she's right about that misspelling of America. And what she left out was the vote went up twice before it was supposed to go up and was released, and there's pictures of it all over the internet. So we went over, well, we did do the was there a question in there besides, or was it a bunch of statements? Did I miss something?
Well, no, she's asking whether there's a staff psychiatrist.
Yeah,
oh, that's right. Okay, go ahead and take it.
Yeah, we've all talked with Dr. Zachary. You know, so
Dr. Zachary's been there since season 1.
Yeah.
I know Dr. Zachary very well. She actually went back to my psych evaluation from season 5, my first, the first time I made the finals, and compared it with my psych evaluation from this time. And she said, oh, you're a lot less combative, you're less this, and that all comes with age. And then she said, oh, sorry, that was Danielle's. That she was comparing mine to season 5. Oh!
Yeah. You know what? It's funny. I think Dr. Zachary is actually there not to, make, not for your mental health. She's there to find out what are your buttons, and then tell producers to go hit those when things get boring. So.
I like Dr. Zachary. She's totally cool, and don't talk about production. Okay, let's roll the next video mailbag.
Hey, so first off, my question is, if Danny is put up on the block this week, or if she is, if they're trying to backdoor her, what do you think of her chances of either winning POV or being picked for POV and winning R? And I hated that white trash, Brinchel, trash bag, wedding. But I love Danny for, not giving two shits and just, being in her own little world in the background. That was the best. And hello.
And hello.
Hello. I don't know if this is from last week or when this question was, but obviously Danny is in no way, shape, or form at risk this week. But what do you guys think that the odds are? What are the chances? Okay, let's put it this way. We'll go around the horn. Do you think Danielle would be put on the block next week if Jeff, Jordan, Rachel, Shelly, or anybody from that side goes up? Yes or no, Natalie?
Yes from Shelly, but no from everybody else. I mean, no, I'm sorry. I got that backwards. The other way around.
Okay. Parker?
Absolutely. Definitely.
Michelle Noonan?
100%, and I think Shelly too would do it just because, she wants to maintain that in with Jeff or Jordan.
I agree.
One of them is there.
And Costa?
I definitely think Danny's in trouble if Jeff and Jordan win. The other house guests, I'm not quite sure. They might not put up at first, but they might try backdooring her. But I don't know, maybe LaJuan will win.
I have a feeling he's going to stir.
Stranger things have happened. My question was going to be this, and it's weird that you brought up LaJuan, because I was just thinking, let's make this really quick because I want to get through some more of these video mails. Who's your prediction if Adam was to pull a fucking HOH out of his ass? Who will Adam put up? Parker.
I believe Shelly and maybe Porsha. I believe he would put those two up.
Noonan?
I'd have to go with those two too, because I mean, as a Big Brother fan and all, I don't see him putting up any either like Jordan or Jeff or Rachel, and I don't really see him cannibalizing the rest of his, I don't know, floater alliance.
Costa?
I would think that, you know what, it would be kind of smart if he put Jeff up and Shelly, because, I mean, compared to...
Not what would be smart. No, yeah. What would he do? Not what's smart.
Because technically he would be the strongest guy if he got Jeff out, because I think he could beat LaJuan.
I don't think that he could beat any of the women in there.
No.
Natalie, who do you think that Adam would put up if he pulled an HOH out of his ass?
If he pulled an HOH out of his ass, God, I think he would put up, either Jeff and Jordan, I think, maybe because they're a couple in the house.
Okay. I think he has, like, no balls whatsoever, and I think that he would put up LaJuan and, like, maybe Porsha, because they're two that seem like the biggest floaters. So let's roll the next video mail.
Hey Dick, what's up, brother? This is Shane from Virginia. My question is, had you still been in the house, what role would you have played in the Brenchel trash bag wedding? I'm thinking I could see you giving her away. What do you think?
There would be no role that I would be playing in the Brenchel wedding. I'm very sorry.
The wedding crasher.
I wouldn't even be any part of that. That I can guarantee you. Even if I was on good terms with them, I would want absolutely nothing to do with such a fucking ridiculous, narcissistic cry for attention that these two, torturous little segment. And they thought for sure that would be on the show. You know goddamn well they thought for sure that fucking thing would be on the show. And what did they do? They put it online where, like, nobody even gives a fuck. So anyhow, I made fun of it last week on here. Let's go to the next video mailbag.
Look at this guy.
I know, right?
Hey, Evil Dick, this is your buddy Zach Duck. But yeah, this is my question for you, Evil Dick.
What the hell is on his head?
I don't know. Oh. Fucking beret.
It's a baseball hat.
Kalia is going to put up whoever Danielle says to put up on the block, or do you think she may go her own way?
Is that it? Okay, first off, do something with that fucking baseball hat, man.
Serious?
I don't know how it's staying on your head. Did you get, like, a staple gun and just fucking put it on there so it doesn't move?
Hey, you ever seen Oz? This motherfucker like,
yes, Adebisi. Adebisi had that little tiny, like, beanie on his head, and they would always say, how the fuck does that thing stay there? It's like super glue or something. Exactly. Okay, let's go around the horn with this one. Natalie, what do you think? You think it's Danielle is running her HOH? Do you think it's a joint effort?
Well, Kalia...
Or do you think it's all Kalia?
I think it's a joint effort, but I think Kalia is the only one she can trust in the house. So of course, she's going to listen to her a little bit, but I do think Danielle's smart enough to make her own decisions, so...
I like that she leaves. If we don't let her run on, we just kick her out right after she's answered the question. Noonan, what do you think?
I mean, Kalia really doesn't have any choice, I think, except to go with Danny, because that's like her one solid ally in the house. So, I mean, of course, listen to her. Danny knows what she's doing, and at least in Kalia's head, as a person that's played the game before and have gone to the end. So, I mean, she's going to take all of her advice and run with it. And I mean,
Parker.
It's not the time for her to do anything ballsy, sorry. So, I mean...
she's already... I mean, she's already exposed... Danny's exposed her cards already. Kalia has exposed her cards by aligning with Danielle.
They got to make the big move. That's like it. They got nothing.
And they got to keep their fingers crossed and hope to God that Danielle wins HOH again next week, which I really don't see happening. So, Parker. Did I get Parker ready? Costas.
No. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't. Sorry, Parker.
No, I don't think that she's completely, taken in Danny. I think she has her own mind, but, she already knew where Jeff and Jordan stood, so, I mean, come on. It's only right. It's only fair. Nobody likes Rachel anyway. She's a fucking firecrotch.
And who have we got to? Costa.
Well, I just want to say, Dick, nice hat. You know, I was going to wear mine tonight, right?
You know this was for you.
I knew that.
She's a big Patriots fan, and we go back and forth all the time about it.
And, you know, the guy wearing that weird hat, I just thought it was a great time to talk about your weird hat. But anyhow, you know what? Honestly, I think Kalia has a mind of her own. She has a mind of her own, and it's the same mind frame as Danny. Same game plan at this point. And I think even if Danny wasn't going to be going that same route, telling her lies like when they're in the HOH, I really think Kalia's going to do it anyway. After the past week or 2 weeks, it was just right for her to put up the nomination.
Do you think that they should really be targeting Rachel? And if so, is this personal? Because Danielle's always saying, it's not personal, it's just game. Should she be going after Rachel, or should she be going after Jeff or Jordan to split up that couple? What do you guys think?
I'd say Jeff and Jordan to split up another couple.
Over Rachel?
Yeah, because Rachel's weak right now. She's a mental case.
But it's not going to take her that long to rebound. Oh, and she's gone again. I like that. She gets out what she has to say, and she's gone. But Parker, are you typing?
Oh, I'm tweeting.
Knock it off. We can hear you. Okay, next video mail. We got a few minutes left. Oh, actually, I haven't heard the 2-minute warning yet, so.
Hi. My name is Neil, and I'm from Dublin. And my question is, whether you think Maggie from Big Brother 6 is actually a good player? Because I kind of think that Maggie is a pretty good player and just gets tossed aside because she's in the friendship. So what do you guys think? And also, Nicole from Big Brother 2, you need to get a new webcam. But look.
It's not her webcam, it's her internet connection. It's like dial-up with 2 mice and a wheel, I think is how Nicole's internet is powered. Oh, I thought, Natalie, I thought you were going to bare your boobs and squirt some milk out of your nose.
Oh, I was, but I'm all tapped out, Dick. Sorry about that.
Okay, just checking. So, are all of you familiar with Season 6? Have you watched Season 6?
Oh, yeah.
It was like the first
Parker, was that a yes or no?
Yeah, it was the first season I ever watched, Season 6.
Okay, so the question was about Maggie, who won Season 6, is one of the most hated people ever on Big Brother. I think that Maggie played a great game. I think that the way that Maggie manipulated, especially Howie in his HOH, completely... That was our 2-minute warning. We have 2 minutes, so we got to move through this. I thought it was completely that was a Jedi mind trick that she fucking played on Howie, and it completely and utterly changed the game in their favor, and then they walked all over the Kaiser, Howie, Janelle, and she's gone again, and Janelle Alliance there. What do you think, real quick, what do you think about Maggie? Good winner or bad? Noonan?
She's a better winner than Jordan, because at least, I mean, she was actually, you know, manipulating the game and manipulating people in it to get to the end, as opposed to just floating down the river.
Good winner or bad? Maggie, Natalie, before you're gone.
Bad winner because she was boring as hell.
She made it kind of interesting. Oh, and she's gone. Parker, good winner or bad? Maggie.
I'm indifferent on Maggie, but she is better than Jordan, so I'll give her that one.
Costa?
Hey, she won, so gotta give it to her.
I thought she played. I thought the obsession over Cappy was really weird, especially with it being like he was married, and the way that they were acting was just kind of weird to me. I was glad Cappy went early, to be honest with you, and I just didn't really understand the hate for Maggie, just like I didn't understand the hate for Natalie in season 11. I thought it was a lot of like really unwarranted hate, and it was only because she was like against Jordan and she didn't shower.
Well, and she was trying to like poison people in the house, like me, so she's a bad person.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was just there was just so much hate. It was just really weird. Anyhow, last video mailbag. Let's go. Waiting.
And about the new twist. Well, I think that no one wants to see the Rachel show, so Brendan's not getting back in himself. But for Dominic, I think he would go back to Danielle, and then they could like rule the house. And Cassie, she would just be with Shelly, but then get evicted probably again. But Keith, I was thinking if in like some dream world that Keith gets back into the house, who do you think he would align with? And like, do you think he'd be good in competitions, or would he get evicted? Because he, I think, was the first one to fall off the banana, which is kind of sad. So let me know what you think. Thanks.
I'm going to say, since we're going to have last video mailbag, fuck that question, because there's no chance Keith's ever getting back in.
Hell no.
One more video mailbag and we're going to wrap.
Oh, no.
Gets evicted this week. Will she throw the comp so her and I can go home and be together the rest of the summer? Oh, and if you could not tell her that I had a webcam in sequester, much appreciated. Thanks.
Very nice, very nice.
Very creative.
So Brendan is Skyping away in sequester over there.
Doesn't learn.
You know what was even better than hearing about him Skyper baiting was the whole apology video with the tears, and it was just so pathetic. I heard in their agreement to get back together that he had to give her his balls in a jar.
I missed it.
Okay.
He doesn't need them anyways.
And for one last time before we say goodbye, run that my favorite clip of Rachel.
You gotta dance to it.
Work it, girl.
Get it, Rachel.
How many are y'all doing?
33? Like 1 mile.
And Jeff has a towel on it. He could have just picked it up.
Rachel! Thanks for catching me.
Okay, I want to thank Michelle Noonan, Michelle Costa, Natalie, and Parker for joining me tonight. It was a lot of fun, and I hope that you guys enjoyed it too. I got a bunch of bullshit up on eBay. Make sure you check it out, and I will see you, what they say, today's Sunday. I'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye, thanks, Dick. See ya. Bye,
Thanks,
Parker.
guys.
My boy, Blue.
Everybody.